In recent years, Real Madrid's forward Vinícius Jr. has become one of the most talked about figures in the football world, not just for his electric performances on the pitch, but also for the unfortunate rise in racial abuse directed toward him. A crucial aspect of this debate is whether his provocative style of play, exuberant celebrations, and the occasional heated exchanges with rivals have contributed to the increase in racial abuse from fans and opposing players. Some critics argue that Vinícius, by dancing after goals, taunting defenders with his flair, and openly responding to hecklers, invites hostile reactions, which can sometimes cross the line into racism. However, this argument dangerously blurs the line between normal football banter and the disgusting reality of racial abuse. Players have long celebrated and expressed themselves on the pitch, from Cristiano Ronaldo's signature C celebration to Neymar's acrobatic moves, without facing the same racial hostility Vinícius endures. It is essential to recognize that criticism of a player's actions on the field should never escalate to the point where it feeds into racist behavior. Blaming Vinícius for provoking racist abuse shifts responsibility from those who are committing the abuse to the victim, perpetuating a harmful narrative. Furthermore, racism in football has been a persistent issue long before Vinícius emerged as a star. His on-field behavior might stir emotions, as all passionate players do, but it is merely a distraction from the core issue: systemic racism within the sport and broader society. Vinícius is targeted because of his skin color, not his style of play. The ongoing racist incidents during La Liga matches involving Vinícius serve as a painful reminder of how deeply rooted racism still is in football. While authorities in Spain and FIFA have condemned these actions and issued sanctions, the efforts to combat racism often feel too slow and insufficient, as the problem continues to manifest itself in ways that deeply affect players like Vinícius. Blaming a player's behavior for the actions of racist fans not only excuses their hatred, but also fails to hold the football community accountable for failing to protect their players. Racial abuse should be confronted head-on, with stricter punishments for fans, clubs, and individuals involved in such incidents. Beyond sanctions, there must be an emphasis on education to change the mindset of both fans and players so that sport can once again be a platform for inclusion and unity. Vinícius's case has shed light on the ongoing racial issues within European football, with the Brazilian star standing tall as a symbol of resilience against the growing tide of racism. His courage to continue playing at the highest level despite the abuse he faces is commendable, but it is also a reminder of the heavy burden many black players carry in today's football world. In conclusion, the notion that Vinícius's provocations lead to racial abuse is a simplistic and dangerous argument that detracts from the real issue: the persistent existence of racism in football. It is essential for football fans, players, and authorities alike to unite in condemning and eradicating racism from the sport, ensuring that no player, regardless of their race, must endure such hostility on or off the pitch.